welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So Georgia's offense has the ball first today. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he'll be brought down.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Finds his big tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, with a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads it left. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. The Gamecocks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start...
Makes the grab in their space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all.
Makes the grab. Big guy tries to barrel in. And he will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. And he's dragged down.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Sellers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Auguste. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throwing Sellers. quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Humphries. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Phillips. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to power their way ahead. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him where...
There's a crease. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Phillips. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Unloads to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The run inside. It's Clark. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Brings it down on the right side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Rolled his way into the end zone. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a little room there. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. It's the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got a man. It's Humphreys. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. Open space at the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
New set of downs after the completion. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You simply don't see that very often. The quarterback of this guy's caliber, missing a guy wide open in the end zone, he makes those throws in his sleep.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with him. Pass to 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got him this time. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
They're going to test the right side with this one. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Uncorks it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 18 team, the Missouri Tigers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Sellers from the gun on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on third down, Sellers. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Soft spot in the middle. Good, solid. Up on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give to Frazier. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And you didn't have a lot of panic.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And they get it down short of the first down marker. Motion from the wide receiver. Calls his own number. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to find some room. Nice move there. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Sellers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
On 3rd down, here's Auguste. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Offense out to start the drive. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on 1st down from the 30. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Humphries. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though.
There he goes. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll run out of the gun with Isaiah Auguste. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got a little grass. Still on his feet. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Hand off, Isaiah Auguste running left. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Turning it on. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Takes it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown, but he puts it on the ground. Everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot. Somebody was paying attention, David, and is able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This drive will open from the 15. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Handoff for Auguste. Takes it the other way. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Clark. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complementary football on the other side. They've complemented each other, and they both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, like, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed